my people, he get one man when he don't come outside. This man don't come outside, come expose everything concerning fuel subsidy. Hey, my people, my mouth, this my small mouth. You no go fit talk wetin this man come expose, my people. Hey, not be small thing. This man come expose everything about fuel subsidy, my people. I no go talk too much. I go just put the video. May you just watch as this man analyze everything from A to Z. Talk everything from A to Z when it be say we need to know, my people. Hey, intelligent people dey this life, oh. Intelligent people they did this life, my people. Some people their brain, it be like fire when it be say the light. It the light. When you can see as this matter analyze everything about fuel subsidy. The scam wey dey inside. My people, I beg, if today is your first time of coming across my video, please press the follow button, my auntie, uncle, sister, brother. Press the follow button. Thank you very much for your like. Thank you for your share. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate. I beg, just watch the video. Drop your comments on the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So don't think it doesn't concern you. Leave their politics for them. No. That is what brought us to this mess that we are in. And if we're going to get ourselves out of it, all of us have to pay attention to what is happening concerning this fuel subsidy thing. A lot of lies have been told to us by NNPC for the past 8 years under Buhari. A lot of lies, particularly since the beginning of this direct sales, direct purchase arrangement of the NNPC. A lot of lies. Let me tell you very quickly. And Labour must know this, because considering that the meeting between Labour and the federal government ended in a deadlock last night, it is imperative that this information be put out to also help Labour, because I see that Labour has maybe 50-60% correct information about what is actually going on about this so-called fuel subsidy. I call it so-called because from the revelations that I will give later on today, you will see that there is really no fuel subsidy. And this is serious. There is no fuel subsidy. We have been lied to this past 8 years under Buhari. Under the guise of direct sales, direct purchase, they have been making payments to their cronies in the name of subsidies and plunging and throwing Nigeria and Nigerians into sufferings and poverty. No fuel subsidy. And I'll prove it to you now. It's simple. What do you know about the direct sales, direct purchase arrangement of the NNPC? If you don't know much about it, I will expose it in another video because it's a big topic in itself, and that is where the confusion comes in. Two things that stand out very quickly that I need to put out that will help Labour, because they say they have rescheduled their negotiation meeting. We need to put this out. Number one, NNPC has not paid a single dime as subsidy to any oil marketer. Quote me on this. For the past 8 years under Buhari, NNPC has not paid a single dime of subsidy money to any oil marketer. So all the trillions that they claim they are paying that are budgeted for, those monies must be returned and people must go to jail. Those monies must be returned and people must go to jail because documents that we have obtained show that there is no money paid for subsidy by NNPC under the DSDP, direct sale, direct purchase arrangement for the past 8 years. Those monies must be returned and people must go to jail because documents that we have obtained show that there is no money paid for subsidy by NNPC under the DSDP, direct sale, direct purchase arrangement for the past 8 years. Not a single dime. Number two, the landing cost of refined petrol into Nigeria, direct at place, based on the DSDP arrangement, landing at Bonny in Rivers or landing at Apapa in Lagos. Those are the two ports of discharge. The landing cost of fuel is the same as the free on board cost of NNPC, which is the cost of NNPC putting the crude into the oil vessel of the refinery. Now that landing cost, which is the free on board cost, is equal to the production cost of NNPC, and which if we want to take the higher limit is $30 per barrel. $30 per barrel. Now $30 is the upper end of the cost of production. Some countries have $4 per barrel production. Some have $5 per barrel production, cost of production. Some have $10 per barrel cost of production. But let's admit that, okay, in Nigeria's case, it is different and our cost of production is higher. And we put it at $30 per barrel. That's the cost of extracting oil from the ground. $30 per barrel. One barrel can refine 170 liters of refined petroleum product. One barrel. So that means that if you divide $30 by 170, your cost of production comes to about 18 cents. 18 cents per liter. 18 cents per liter. That's the cost of production. And that cost of production is directly the landing cost based on the direct sale, direct purchase arrangement with the refineries. With the refineries, what they call consortium is actually an arrangement with the refineries. Now, that is glaring. So no money has been paid for subsidy for the past 8 years. Categorically, I'm making this statement, and I am beginning the process of working with CSO, civil society organizations. We need to hold some people accountable. If the government will not hold them accountable, we will hold them accountable. We will sue people. Monies that have been paid under the false pretense of subsidy must be returned. We will make sure they are returned compulsorily, and people must go to jail for defrauding a whole nation and plunging Nigerians into poverty. They must go to jail. Another thing that stands out is the seeming ignorance of our media and our so-called for subsidy for the past 8 years. Categorically, I'm making this statement, and I am beginning the process of working with CSO, civil society organizations. We need to hold some people accountable. If the government will not hold them accountable, we will hold them accountable. We will sue people. Monies that have been paid under the false pretense of subsidy must be returned. We will make sure they are returned compulsorily, and people must go to jail for defrauding a whole nation and plunging Nigerians into poverty. They must go to jail. Another thing that stands out is the seeming ignorance of our media and our so-called oil and gas experts. The seeming ignorance. They come out and they tell you that government can no longer afford to pay for subsidy. Yet they are experts. They are experts who understand the details, the fine details of the direct sale, direct purchase arrangement of the NNPC. So if they really do, then it means that they are either complicit or they are extremely dumb. It's one of those two things. I'm talking about our so-called oil and gas experts now and our so-called media. Because when you see all of the business programs on all of the TV channels, Arise, TVC, NTA, all of them, when they talk and they make categorical statements about the fact that, oh, subsidy needs to go. And they say government can no longer afford subsidy. Meaning that they claim to know what the DSDP arrangement is and who government is paying our subsidy money to. They claim to know. So the media must now come out and tell us these trillions of naira that NNPC claims it is paying on subsidy, which companies are they paying them to? Because from the details, the documents that we have obtained, NNPC does not pay a single dime. Shingbai. not a dime, not 1 cent, not a dollar, does not pay $1 to anybody as subsidy payment. Another thing that also comes out from our findings is the fact that no oil marketer, I repeat, no oil marketer, whether independent marketer, whether major marketer, no oil marketer needs to source for forex, needs to source for dollar to bring in crude based on the direct sale, direct purchase arrangement of the NNPC. None. So all this talk about subsidy putting pressure on the naira and causing it to devalue, it's a lie. It's a big lie. Now there are 15 companies, refineries. NNPC calls them consortium. They posted their list. It was NNPC that posted their list themselves. Shell is among them. Exxon, BP, British Petroleum is among them. And 15 others working in cahoots with companies in Nigeria. I'm telling you now, those refineries, those 15 companies must now come and tell us how much NNPC paid to them